G'day, welcome back to another episode of Tomo's Channel. It's proudly sponsored by Minisport. On this episode, we are going to be talking about micrometers. Now, this is a tool that you really want to keep in your toolbox depending on what you're doing. If you're going to be doing any sort of bore measurements, whether you're measuring piston skirt clearance, whether you're measuring conrod journal size, whatever it may be, this is a great tool to do. You can also use it in such applications such as brake disc thickness checking. The difference between this and a set of vernier calipers is that this has less surface area. Less surface area means you can get into tighter spots. So for instance, if you're checking the brake disc thickness, this is a really good tool, whereas a set of vernier calipers may not give you the most accurate reading because the discs may be warped. Now, although this isn't a tool that you're going to be using every single day, or you may not be doing engine builds like myself or doing high performance precision work, this is a really good tool to have just for general things around the house or even just in the garage. So these do come in a variety of different sizes. They can be metric, they can be imperial. This is actually an imperial one, so I need to brush up on my skills when I use it. As well as electronic, they have a ratcheting mechanism at the end, so that way you don't over tighten it and you damage it. And it also has a locking mechanism to make sure that you can lock it in, therefore get your measurements correct, and then away you go. It also has a scale here, which would tell you how far it has gone in, and then it has a indicator as well that lines up along all these dots, or lines should I say, around the outside here, which will then give a more precise measurement. Now, it is a precision tool, so it means that you need to keep it in a safe spot, prevent any dust, debris, oil, grit getting inside there, and most importantly, do not drop it. If these are dropped or damaged in any way, shape or form, get it checked by a professional and see if it's still within specification. You can buy these, whether it be a single pack or whether it be a dozen pack, depending on what you're doing. There are a couple of different sizes and variations available, so choose the right one accordingly, depending on what you're doing. I bought this in a kit off the internet. I think there's about 6 of them in there, and it's a really handy kit. It goes all the way from half an inch all the way up to I think 3 or 4 inches, so it's a pretty big size kit. They are also an expensive tool as well, depending on what sort of work you're doing. So now, like I've said before, it is important to make sure that you buy the best that your money can afford at that time. There's no point me buying these and spending $5,000 on them only to use them probably once or twice a year. So in my case, a couple $100 and it's money well spent. So if you're unsure whether you need them, make sure you hit up the guys at www.minisport.com.au, check your owner's manual and look at some of the specifications, and you'll start realizing how close some of the tolerances need to be when you're rebuilding an engine.